We've arrived in Rome and first round action is underway. We're previewing the draws, naming the favorites, and eyeing those can't miss early round matches. The break starts now. Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Guy and you are watching The Break. Now the dust is still settling in Madrid, but the pros are already taking the courts at the Italian Open. Now let's check out those draws. Starting with the men, Novak Djokovic sits on the top half. After a first-round bye, he could face 18-year-old Luca Van Assche in a rematch of their Srpska Open round of 16 meeting. After that, 26 seed Grigor Dimitrov awaits in the round of 32. There's also a chance Novak could get Stan Wawrinka. If Novak were to make the last 8, his opponent could be Holger Rune. On the other side of the draw is second seed Carlos Alcaraz. He also gets a first-round bye, but then could face Ramos Vinolas, followed by Jiri Lehecka, then potentially Borna Coric in a rematch of the Madrid semifinal. Here are the potential quarterfinal matchups in Rome. That Tsitsipas-Alcaraz match could be a good one. The two just played in the Barcelona final, Alcaraz winning in straight sets. There are plenty of exciting early round matches to see before the quarterfinals though. Fabio Fognini and Andy Murray will play each other in the first round. Murray is coming off a title at a challenger in France. We'll see if he can keep that momentum going. Stan Wawrinka begins his Rome campaign against Ivashka and then could face Grigor Dimitrov in round 2. Also, keep an eye on a potential second-round meeting between Stefanos Tsitsipas and Dusan Lajovic. The Serbian has grabbed, get this, wins over Djokovic, Rublev, and Felix Auger-Aliassime in just the last month. He could prove a very tricky opponent for Steph. Now on to the favorites. Going into Rome, Carlos Alcaraz is the pick to win. He's on an 11-match win streak and could reclaim the world #1 ranking from Djokovic if he wins his first match. Don't count out Tsitsipas though. He's 9-3 on clay this year and could make a big push in Rome. Casper Ruud is also looking for a big result. He's made the semifinals in his last 2 appearances here. His first seeded opponent could be American Ben Shelton in round 3. Now on to the women's draw. All eyes are on Swiatek. As she goes for her 3rd straight title in Rome, she's the heavy favorite to win it all. Her first seeded opponent could be Bernarda Pera in round 3, then Samsonova, then Rybakina in the quarters. Now, I know it's early, but we're all wondering if Iga will face Sabalenka again in the final. Speaking of our second seed, Sabalenka faces Kenin in round 2, then potentially Kalinina, Azarenka, Garcia, Pegula, and then Swiatek in the final. A very long way to go. There's plenty of early round excitement in the women's draw as well. Ons Jabeur and Paula Badosa could face off in round 2. Jabeur made the final here last year. Unseeded Paula Badosa could be a tough first match for the Tunisian. Some other exciting potential second round matchups include Victoria Azarenka against Sloane Stephens and Coco Gauff versus Yulia Putintseva. We'll be keeping an eye on Maria Sakkari and Jessica Pegula in Rome as well. Sakkari is still seeking that elusive final in 2023. She's made 4 semis this year and hopes to do one better at the Italian Open. Jessica Pegula also wants a title amidst a busy season. She's made the quarters in Australia, the final in Qatar, semis in Dubai, Miami, and Charleston, and the quarterfinals in Madrid. We're rooting for you, girl. All right, live coverage from the Italian Open begins daily at 5 a.m. Eastern, right here on Tennis Channel. We'll see you tomorrow.